Welcome to Henshaws. My name's Mark Belcher and I'm the Community Services Manager. I'm here with Simon Mahoney, who's going to tell us how he's continued to be creative in the arts, even though he's totally blind. So Simon, tell us something I don't know.
Henshaws Knowledge Village. This video is free to watch thanks to the kindness of our donors. If you would like to donate £10 towards our work, you can do so by texting Henshaws to 70085.
I used to be an artist, and for about 12 years I was actually a freelance artist, doing quite well at it actually. I started out doing seascapes, and I used to go to the American air bases to sell them. Did quite well, but they kept on coming up to me and saying, oh, have you got a B-52? Have you got a B-26? Have you got a B-17 or whatever?
Oh, okay.
So from that, I started to do aircraft. And as far as I know, I'm one of the few people who actually did aircraft in watercolour, because they're normally either in acrylic or oil, I believe. And of course, when I started to lose my sight, I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Just couldn't do it anymore. I didn't have it. There was no way I could do it. I had no clear vision at all. And I still got this creative urge, if you like. And to cut a long story short, I started to write about sight loss, because that for me was cathartic. My writing style is conversational, but I also try and make it informative, and I also try and make it amusing.
Yeah.
One of the eerie things about it is that people say that if they know me and they read my book, they can actually hear me talking.
Yeah, all right.
And that must be quite eerie for them. But I think it, and I write as I think, and I speak as I think. I mean, it's got me into a lot of trouble in the past, but that's me.
Yeah.
And, you know, an idea comes and that's it, I do it. But the hardest thing about, I realised pretty early on that if I was going, I mean, I've always enjoyed writing. I mean, obviously as a social worker, I used to do a lot of reports and things like that.
Yeah.
And I realised if I was going to, keep in contact with people through emails or whatever, I cannot get on with Facebook. But that's another story altogether. If I was going to be able to keep in contact with people, I'd have to remain computer literate.
Yeah.
So basically, blind veterans got me started off learning how to touch type and taught me how to use a computer without a mouse, which, believe you me, is
a lot of memory.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Got to remember a lot of keyboard commands.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
And did you use Azabat?
I did use Azabat. Yeah. Azabat was brilliant.
So Azabat is basically an app. It's a piece of software that sits on Microsoft. Do you know why it's called Azabat?
Well, I actually thought, A to Z about.
Blind as a bat.
Oh, blind as a bat.
Yes.
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, it was a piece of software I was given by blind veterans. Yeah. And I just sat there day after day after day going through the drills. And then I progressed from the basic drills to doing the words.
Brilliant.
I tested myself the other day. I'm up to around about 30 words per minute.
Yeah, fantastic.
On a good day.
Yeah.
You know, when the wind's behind me and the sun's shining and the dog isn't trying to get on my lap.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, and to enable me to write and to use my computer, I have a piece of software called Supernova, Dolphin Supernova, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
It does all I want it to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Except that mine is on 8 and it works best with 10, but that we're going to resolve shortly. But the fact remains that in the space of 2 years I've written 3 books, so
fantastic.
You can't knock it really.
No, and I've read some of your books and I love them.
Thank you.
They're a real kind of prediction for people, really, of what's to come. Some of the things they need to watch out for. So
let's face it, at the beginning of sight loss, you are disabled. When you've come through it and you've learnt to reinvent yourself, to redefine yourself, to realign yourself in terms of what kit you use to relate with your environment, it's not a disability, it's just an inconvenience. And one of the things I write about quite strongly is the fact that if somebody has one part of them disabled, it doesn't mean that the whole person is disabled. There is this view that if somebody has a disability, the whole person is disabled. It's just not true. Just not true. They're still the same person, just one part of them doesn't work. The rest will be perfectly okay.
Our videos are helping people around the world to go beyond expectations. If you enjoyed this video, please donate to us using the links in the description below, or the text donation number 70085 to give £10 instantly. Thank you. For costs and terms, please see the description below.